Welcome back to another riveting episode of Jimmy. Jimmy's in the room and he's podcasting, I guess. I'm not really sure what to talk about on this exciting episode, but let's just jump into it. First of all, like, what is what does it mean to be sane? Or I mean that's a clear object, is you don't talk to yourself, but well, I mean, actually, isn't there like a saying that like if you talk to yourself, it's a sign of sanity because you know that you're real and you can like you're aware of yourself. Um, yeah, I think I read that somewhere. Um, Now I don't know how much you specifically, you the viewer, know about college, but here in America, you're if you go to college and you try to get a better degree and understand yourself better, not yourself, more like life. Well, for me, it's been more life, more like you try to understand reality. You're trying to become like more human. I think I'm not. To be honest, I'm not. I mean, they force you to do the math and the calculus and the chemistry and what's the other one? The math, chemistry, physics. I gotta do that physics stuff. But it's interesting to say the least. Like I love doing math and chemistry and physics. But then I also decided to take this other course called psychology. Now, in case you aren't aware, psychology is like a system of beliefs to inform the mind of what's real and what's not. Like if you put it's like how do I explain this? Like it's just to inform the brain of what's real and what's not. It makes the brain self-aware of itself, self-aware of how it think. So like, suppose you take a candle and burn yourself. Like, did you feel the pain or did your brain feel the pain? Well, that's a great question. In fact, if you were to put, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, chemistry, physics, and math they're all very interesting. I love that, but I love college for the fact that it changes your perception of reality. Like, I remember when I left home, I was like, man, it's gonna be so nice to be able to live on my own and do things. But then I got here and I realized, wow, it's a lot more different being on your own, cause it's like green and stuff. Back home, it's all it's a lot more bluish purple. A lot more different colors here. Definitely different colors. Lots of bigger numbers too. Like, I was surprised. Like back in my home, like I rarely went above like 3 or 4, but here it's like they make you do like 500. Like it's insane. It's just like it's amazing. It's definitely astounding, outstanding, revolting, rebellious. What's the word I'm thinking of? The big word, the one that means big but big, like it's like resounding, resounds, renaissance. No, it's not it. It's a big word that starts with R. Like reality, react, reanimate, that's a reanimate. It's very interesting because it's like when you're in college, you have lots of time, or at least I do. I don't know about everyone else, but I have lots of time to think, like a ridiculous amount of time to think, and it's fun to like reanimate or reanimate myself. Like I've been noticing as of lately that my dreams, whenever I go to sleep and wake up, they've been getting a lot more colorful, like a lot more vibrant. If you get my sense, like there's a lot more things happening, and I wake up remembering a lot more, and I'm like, I remember getting Pepsi but in the dream I had a Coca-Cola, but like I know I would there's no Coca-Cola here on campus, and it kind of makes me upset. Like it really upsets me that there's no there's no Coca-Cola, because in my dreams there's always Coca-Cola, but here on campus you have to there's only Pepsi, and you have to go out and search for that Coca-Cola. It's like how they say that the treasure you look for is never the one the treasure you look for is never the one you find. It's kind of like that. If you're searching for the reality that you want, you're only going to find the people next door playing a piano. They're very good at it, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to have that copyrights on me, because I'm going to continue to talk, because if I stay quiet for too long, copyright strike, I might get copied. I might get copied. That's actually true. I might get stricken down by God. No, thunderstruck. Yeah. So that's a lot of things to digest there. So anyways, yeah, definitely more green here. Like, it's surprising, because like when I first visited here, so way back when, I saw a lot more orange and like almost like a red, but then I got here and it was more of a green, I guess. Like I got here, I saw the red and orange for a bit, and then it faded into green. That was amazing. Like that feeling of going from red orange to green, oh, so relieving, so much more relieving. But yeah, golly, like it's been so much fun to meet people. There's so many people of you think so differently. Like how do I say this? Sorry, stop talking. Please don't copyright strike me, please. Like, there's so many different people. They think so differently. Like, I say 5, and they imagine like blue dots. I think 5, and I imagine red, like complete solid red. And it's like, how do you even comprehend that? What does that mean to them? Because is even their red the same red as my red? Like, how do I know that their red is indeed the same red that I perceive? Like, I don't know. It's just amazing to meet people, because everyone thinks so differently. Like back in my home, everyone kind of, not everyone. There's a bit of differentiation, but you would normally take the integral, because I just said differentiation. That's a calculus joke. Bada bing, bada boom. Now that is called commodity. Purple. Oh shoot. Yeah, lots of differentiation at I said it again. At the old school, but here it's like a really differentiated. Like, it's so, like, I learned a lot of different ways to think. Just to be honest, that's what I'm most proud of from coming here. That I've learned a lot of ways to think, because normally everyone would just force something down your throat in high school, but here in college, I feel like I'm actually learning something. I'm at least getting my money's worth, I think. It's definitely expensive. Like, I mean, I expected it to be expensive, but like, for an education, it's insane. Like, you never expect money to be real. I mean, you do, but like, you don't. Like, you see a dollar bill, you look at it, and you just think, that's a sheet of paper. What does that mean? And it's only the value that we put behind it that gives it value. And that's what value is, I guess. You have different kinds of value. You have sentiment, and you have, I guess, economic value. And then you have like cultural value and all that. It's interesting. Like, you like money. Like, you could define anything as being money, but it's not real. I mean, it's real, but like nowadays it's just on the internet. It's like, what's stopping someone from just, well, lots of things are stopping them. I don't know. I'm no computer scientist, but they can do some amazing things with money. It's weird that everything costs money. Very, very strange indeed. I think it's just astounding how like I don't know. It's been interesting to say the least. Um, I've definitely been more outside than I have my whole life. Mainly just because I have to walk from class to class, and that's it's interesting, I guess. Like, you expect more of a shift in your personality when you walk so much, but from what I could tell, I'm still mostly me. Like, I expected myself to become a completely different person, like living standard wise. Like, once I was outside, once I was exposed to the outside air for so long, I figured I'm probably gonna be a different person. Like, there's no way I could not like. It's just I don't know. It's whack. It's definitely whack. Like, university is just amazing. Like, you could put 300 people in a room, and they'll collaborate and do things, and I don't know. It's just so refreshing. It's refreshing to be on the opposite end for once. Like, I don't know. It's interesting because you could look outside and you can see the blue sky, but back at home you look outside and you see a light blue sky, and that's like it's all right. But here you see a deep blue. Well, right now you don't see much. It's more like a real dark purple. But you know how it is. I mean, you know how it be. It's just it's like what is it like to be on Mars? Because like here on Earth everything's so blue and green, but on Mars it's you think of it and it's red. But what would the sky be like? Would it be yellow? Would it be green? Would it be also red? Like, what is that? What do colors even mean at this point? Like, I mean, back then they meant a whole bunch, but now colors are just there's just so many different ones that you just never expected it. Like I mean, when I came here it was red orange, but now it's green, and but now like in my mind I see a lot more like I don't like kind of like a pink-esque kind of thing, like in my mind, in my inner mind I see more of a pinkish what's that color, like a pastel pink, I guess. Is that what I'm thinking of? Like I guess like the color of your brain. Like, I'm thinking of more of that kind of color. Like when you dig it out, like when you drill a hole and pop some of that sucker out, like that's the color I'm thinking of. Is that blood red orange? That not orange, blood red pink. It's like it's that color. That's the color I see in the inside of my mind. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Um, yeah, a lot more rocks out here than I expect. Like a ridiculous amount more rocks. I don't know. Like, nature's pretty whack already, but like that's a lot of rocks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot more rocks than one would expect. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me on this episode of Jimmy Talks. I enjoyed this. I got to talk, and I think that's what's important. Is make sure to regularly talk to yourself and your friends around you. Don't forget friends. Friends are important. I've learned that the hard way. Not the hard way. Well, kind of the hard way. Remember to how do I say the word? Remember to talk to your friends frequently, because without them, you have a lot less value. I mean, you have value, but like, it's interesting because If you don't like, if you talk to your friends pretty regularly, it's like that. Oh, that's what we talked about in psychology. Sorry, the episode's going on a bit longer than I expected. We talked about the out of mind absence, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. That's what it is. We talked about the difference between out of sight, out of mind, and the heart makes the yonder fonder. I think I don't remember the phrase. The heart makes the yonder fonder, fonder. Heart yonder fonder, wander honder, sonder, wander, saute. Anyways, you know the phrase. I just can't speak the words in the right way. This English ain't very good with me. But anyhow, yeah, like, you out of sight. Like the difference between those two. Like, which one do you perceive as real? It's like, do you yearn for the future, or do you yearn for the past? Do you yearn the past to become the future, or do you want reality to shift back, or shift to something completely different, like a split in the way that it flows? Consciousness, I think. Yeah, you split consciousness. Well, no, not consciousness. I'm thinking something else entirely. Anyhow, yeah, just remember, keep your friends close and your friends closer. Don't have enemies. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what tonight's theme. Fuck, I didn't curse. I edited that out. That's my main proverb. No, the saying the word, the not prophet, the the message, and the message theme, I think, is the word. The theme of tonight is don't have enemies, because when you have an enemy, they'll eventually kill you. I know, it's dark, but that's how it be. Having enemies creates a hateful world, and a hateful world causes more hate, and hate is an ever continuing spiral downwards. But if you can make peace with everyone you meet, there'll still be hate. But that's okay, because it's not your problem, because you have a state of bliss. A blissful mind, ignorant bliss, that's what it is. It's kind of like the same idea with nuclear warheads. Like, you just live and hope that they don't fall. But yeah, that's my message. Don't have enemies. Don't do too much red. Don't drink too much blood, I guess. That's what the red was. That was the thematic element of red. It was blood. I saw a lot of blood here. That's what I was saying. Lot of blood. The orange. I'm not. I don't really want to say that on camera what orange was, but the green. I'll let you figure that thematically out, because you're smart people. I think anyone listening to this, congratulations, you made it to the end. I'll give you a high five next time I see you. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy life. Don't hate it too much, because if you hate it, then, well, that breeds hate or something. Remember, don't drink Germ-X. It's not good for you. And yeah, don't eat too many tacos. Have a good day.